to Georgia.
We made it out of Florida.
Welcome to North Carolina.
And then we made it out of Georgia and South Carolina, and we are now in North Carolina, like northern North Carolina. We did notice, though, coming out of Florida, that on the other side on I95, as you were leaving Georgia and going into Florida, they had a checkpoint, and I think it was a COVID checkpoint. They were basically just kind of pulling people off, it looked like, into an old way station, I think, or maybe it was an active way station for truckers, but they had kind of taken over it, and they were basically having everyone pull off the highway, and they were checking with them, or maybe just randomly picking some. I couldn't really tell, but I had heard about that previously too. Someone had mentioned it to me a couple of days ago. So we're hoping that we don't encounter anything like that on our way up to New England over the next couple of days. So far, so good. We are at this rest area here in, like I said, North Carolina. We're gonna just sleep here tonight. It's relatively comfortable. There was another thunderstorm, so it kind of cooled things off for us a little bit. So we're gonna sleep here tonight and then hit the road first thing tomorrow morning. I don't know what it's gonna be like, guys. You know, if we're gonna find these sort of checkpoints as we get into the Northeast, maybe some of the more densely populated states, or if we're just gonna be able to kind of cruise our way back up to New England.
This is a beautiful rest area. I had a lovely night.
It is really, really awesome. Like, just very, very scenic. There's just like crazy trees and stuff, the light coming in through the trees. It's really, really pretty. And it also cooled off a lot yesterday evening. Like I said, after that thunderstorm, it was very, very comfortable. We slept for a while. We've been driving for like 10 hours yesterday, and we have another long day ahead of us again today here, guys. I know some of you might be wondering, we did kind of change the plans. I know originally I'd said we were maybe going to do the Blue Ridge Parkway, do some camping up in the mountains up there and take our time. But we kind of decided to make some changes, and there's a number of reasons why we did that.
I recently made a purchase that I think is really great for van life. Ice cubes that are perfect for one drink. Ooh.
Welcome to Virginia. Welcome to Pennsylvania.
We are covering some ground today. It's definitely been a busy day, quite a few hours now on the road. And we're planning to keep going. Like I said, there's a number of reasons why we decided to go for this really long drive and just to kind of get back to New England. Like I said earlier, we were maybe thinking about doing the Blue Ridge Parkway, but kind of decided against it. For one, there was a tropical depression that formed in the Atlantic Ocean, and then it kind of sent some swell up to the Northeast and into New England, and it's going to be pretty good over the next couple of days. Not epic or anything like that, but it'll at least be short boardable surf, and I have not used my shortboard in months and months. Like, I've been surfing that longboard that I had, but haven't really had a chance to really have real waves, and it's looking like we're going to get that. So I kind of wanted to get back to New England and surf some of my home breaks. It is the summertime. Like, sometimes you could go 3 weeks, 4 weeks without getting real waves during the summer, so I kind of figured if we get up there, we can get a few days of good surf and then probably not get surf for a little while and just kind of focus on some other things. But there are other reasons as well. For two, Shannon and I both have quite a bit of work that we want to do to our vans, just little projects and upgrades and stuff like that. Mine could really use like a really deep clean. It really needs to be detailed, exterior, interior. I gotta take care of the tire issue that I had. Obviously, I had the nails that I picked up when I was in Alabama, and then like now I have a spare tire that has a couple nails in it. It's not ideal, so I gotta take care of that. Probably get some new tires, and I want to do some stuff. Maybe get new rims and stuff as well. Who knows? And then I have a couple other projects. My kitchen in the back has been toppling over like crazy. I think I might have mentioned this in a previous video, but the mounts that I had where the kitchen is, they kind of gave out, and now, because the kitchen is a little bit top heavy, if I don't have the bed set up in bed mode with the bed flap down, the thing just kind of like topples over and flies all over the place. So I've been having to keep my setup back there in bed mode 24/7, which makes it kind of hard when you're like trying to do stuff like get food and like get to my camera gear, which is usually stored underneath my kitchen area, like under there. Like I just can't access things. It's really kind of a pain to deal with. So I want to get this project taken care of and start making these changes, these upgrades to the vans. Shannon as well, like she has a door that's like hanging off of one of her cabinets that she wants to take care of. Just, we have these things that have been pressing and kind of bothering us pretty much since we've been in Utah, and we haven't really had an opportunity to take care of them. So that's another thing. Also, I kind of want to get back and spend some time with family and stuff. That's a big reason why we're kind of deciding to go back. And also, like the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's okay this time of year. I think it would be a little bit cooler, but we're gonna come back through this area in the fall, right when the leaves are changing color and everything like that, and the foliage, and that's probably a better time of year. I don't think Shannon has really experienced the Blue Ridge Parkway or the Appalachian Mountains or anything like that, so it's gonna be her first time there. I figured, you know, we'll spend some time, we'll camp, we'll find some really cool spots and hang out for a few weeks instead of just trying to get through it because it's sweltering hot. Made a little pit stop here, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. There's a restaurant that Shannon wanted to try. It looks really, really good. We're gonna get takeout and just eat in the vans, and then we're gonna get back on the road. What's our plan?
I kind of want to walk around here. It's been a while since I've been here, and the buildings are so beautiful here.
Yeah, Harrisburg is a beautiful city. I know I mentioned that the last time I was here. I kind of flew the drone over the bridges and did that whole thing. It's a really, really cool place. After we walk around here for a little bit, we'll need to decide if we want to continue to make the trek, I guess, all the way back to Massachusetts, or if we just want to stop somewhere in Pennsylvania, stealth camp for the night, and then finish the drive in the morning. I'm a little worried about the drive into the more populated states, like I said earlier in this video, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island. Like, we're going to have to go through sections of those states, and I've definitely heard that there were checkpoints, COVID checkpoints in Rhode Island and Connecticut. I don't know if that's still the case or not. I think that was more towards the beginning of this whole thing, but even so, I mean, we don't really want to have to deal with that. Hopefully we don't have to deal with, you know, getting pulled over or anything like that. Hopefully we can just kind of get through and get back to New England, but it's kind of just deciding whether or not we want to do that tonight or tomorrow morning. I guess we'll see how we feel after dinner, though.
Food!
Yum!
I sent it to my mom.
I think this is the first time in like 3 weeks that we've felt weather that isn't like 95 degrees and extremely humid. It's like very comfortable outside right now.
I'm feeling good.
Time for the home stretch.
I'm ready.
Welcome to Rhode Island.
We were doing so well. Making such good timing, we got to within maybe 50 miles of our destination, just crossed into Rhode Island, and now we are completely stopped on I95, and there's clearly a major accident, guys. There have been dozens of emergency vehicles going by in both directions. It looked like this side of the highway and the other side was stopped for a while. Maybe they were, you know, helping people get into emergency vehicles, and then they kind of opened it back up. But we haven't moved in like 10 minutes at this point, and it's looking like it is very, very bad.
I think we might be here a while.
I don't think we're gonna move for another hour.
Yeah. Good thing we got snacks.
Good thing we got our houses with us.
Yeah.
This is pretty crazy, guys. They're sending more emergency vehicles, and it's been like a half hour since we stopped at this point. It's definitely not a good sign.
Welcome to Massachusetts.
We've been back for a few days at this point, maybe 3 or 4 days. The surf ended up being a lot of fun. Definitely was worth making the 20+ hour drive over the 2 days that we did it. It was exhausting, not gonna lie, definitely pretty tiring, especially when we got into Rhode Island and hit that huge traffic jam. That was kind of like the icing on the cake, you know, we were almost there and then got stopped and we sat there for quite some time, over an hour of just kind of sitting, not moving at all on the highway. But we're happy to be back, we're happy to be in New England now. Shannon really hasn't spent a whole lot of time up here in this part of the country, so we're gonna be hanging out and traveling around a little bit. For now, though, we're just kind of working on a few projects around the van, getting started with that. I know I talked about that a little bit earlier in the video, and that is kind of what we're planning to do over the next couple of weeks. It's all going to be part of the next few videos, though, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one.